So I was on social media the other day, and apparently there are a lot of celebrities who are pissed off about this upcoming merger between Warner Brothers and Paramount. And that's something that really does not surprise me because, obviously, Netflix is more left leaning, more pro liberal, more woke. Paramount, I guess, is more right leaning because I think the Trump administration supports Paramount more. In fact, I think they were against Warner Brothers being bought out by Netflix, and a lot of people were worried about popular IPs like DC and Mortal Kombat being ruined if it got acquired by Netflix. But the thing is, I guess Paramount offered Warner Brothers more money for the merger because what Netflix offered them was like 82, 83 billion dollars, something around somewhere around that ballpark. And Paramount Skydance offered like 111 billion dollars. And this is after multiple like failed attempts of Paramount trying to um I guess, buy out Warner Brothers, and they did everything they could to sweeten the deal, and they succeeded in getting Warner Brothers to agree to this. And I think the deal's supposed to finalize during the third quarter of this year, and now a lot of celebrities are pissed off about this, and they're speaking out and voicing their frustration, and they're concerned about like a lot of different things that could happen. um, they're afraid of like losing their jobs. Um, they feel like this is a monopoly, and like I don't know, I don't know why, but it seems like post COVID, there's been like more monopolies than ever, especially within the gaming industry. And speaking of the gaming industry, it makes me wonder what the fate of Warner Brothers games is going to be because like one of the reasons why Warner Brothers is in debt is because their gaming division has been costing them millions of dollars with failed games, whether it be Multiverses, the Suicide Squad game, Gotham Knights, you name it. Mortal Kombat 1, as good as it was, it underperformed. Um, Really, one of the more profitable games that Warner Brothers gaming division came out with was Hogwarts Legacy from 2023, which I think drew them over $1 billion in revenue. And and I feel like since then it's like things have been rocky for them because they've canceled multiple games, they've shut down like three different studios, and I guess like they're pushing for a buyout because they're trying to avoid going to bankruptcy. And as far as debt is concerned, I think they're in like 32 to like $33 billion in debt, and it's so bad to a point where Warner Brothers. Discovery planned on splitting up into two different entities. One focused on streaming and movies. The other is going to be like the TV stations, TNT and TBS. And that's supposed to help them dissolve their debt and all that. But for the most part, Netflix and Paramount is interested in the streaming and the movie aspect of Warner Brothers, and I don't know. I mean, like it feels like a no-win situation for Warner Brothers because for the most part, most actors and directors and obviously, they're more left leaning, but then, the money is too good to like turn down. And I don't know, there's a lot of pressure coming from, the right and the powers that be. So, I mean, I have no idea what Warner Brothers is going to do, but since they're this far into the game, they might as well just, because if they back out of this, there's no guaranteeing that Netflix is going to, want them back after they pulled out of the deal that they had. So, I really have no idea. But then there are people who I guess find relief in this because they feel like Mortal Kombat and DC is not going to be ruined or anything like that. And it's a damn shame. We have no idea what the fate of Warner Brothers gaming division is going to be, but I feel like that's the last thing that people are really talking about right now. Um, like this merger has a huge impact on the future of many people and even like some companies out there. And it really makes you wonder, like, what's going to happen. Is Warner Brothers going to cave? Are they going to go through with it? Um, yeah, this is something that I just learned about, and there have been all kinds of like celebrities who have been vocal in voicing their displeasure for this whole thing, like Emma Thompson and Ben Stiller, and the list goes on. But yeah, I mean, this whole thing is really ugly, and I don't know. I feel like either way, there's going to be some type of backlash, but whatever Warner Brothers Discovery decides to do, they're just going to do it because I think at this point they're just focused on resolving their debt and trying to make a profit as best as they can.